How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called the Old Farm Countryside. We're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads: after its versions for FS17 and FS19, the Old Farm Countryside returns with a much improved third version and quite changed for FS22. In it, you will enjoy all the features of FS22 together with new productions. Map description: in the new Farmer game mode, you will be able to enjoy more than 30 factories already installed and more than 30 new productions, filling types. In addition, you'll have of a farm already built with a great variety of buildings placed, which can place or sell to your liking. Animal pens already installed near the farm. 4 grain sales points, 1 sawmill, 2 BGAs, and independent sale points distributed around the map where you can sell all the remaining products. 3 large forest areas, new types of fruit, garbanzos, lentils, almonds, and pistachios. New types of filling in bulk, compost, vegetable seed, animal proteins, chickpeas, lentils, pistachios, almonds, and olive leaves. Liquids: sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, corn oil, olive oil, almond oil, methane, copper, and sheep's milk. Pallets: minerals, hydraulic oil, spare parts, melon, watermelon, red lettuce, bottled oils, smoothies, empty pallets, paper, cardboards, wooden boxes, biogas, donuts, cheese sheep, juices, jams, french fries, wood pellets, UHT milk, and Parmesan cheese. Several several product buying stations, several free water collection points, animated doors that give access to the farm. 127 affordable farmlands, 61 fields with a wide variety of shapes and sizes. Old Farm Country includes all the features of Farming Simulator 22. Indicator signs, traffic included, 30 collectible coins, edited base game machinery for new features included on the map. Additional characteristics: map compatible with new mod interactive productions, precision farming DLC ready, custom ground map included, DLC platinum expansion ready. The sawmill and the different productions also support DLC products. Included translations: German, English, French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese. This map is a conversion of the version for Farming Simulator 19, much improved and with many hours of work. I hope you like it and enjoy it. There are mods required for this map, starting with the Albert Belfork by Mac Trucker 921, the Interactive Productions by ER Shaba, VSR Modding Sir, and Lizard Roll 3600 by Rally Christie 1, VSR Modding Sir. This map was created by ER Shaba and is 503.6 megabytes to download. Now, before we go any further, this tour is going to be radically different from any of my other map tours. If you have seen my La Coronella map tour, you will note that it was recorded in 2 parts. I desperately want to avoid having to record this in 2 parts because I feel it is a disservice for the people watching. And what I mean by that is nobody wants to have to watch for however long I can record, which is typically about an hour, and then go beyond that. There's so much information to go through. I've got to cut something out to make this, within a decent time frame. So what I am going to do is skip a lot of the driving and do kind of a higher level overview than what I would normally do. And there's going to be tons of information in this, so pay attention because lots are going to be happening, lots are going to come your way. It's going to be crazy. Now, first off, I'm going to show you this in kind of 2 versions. This first version, it's going to be 1 video, but first version is going to be like the base map. It's not going to include any of the buying points that you're going to have to buy throughout the map, and just kind of give you a quick overview of all the buy points, the sell points, and things like that. I will leave the productions and expansions thereof for the very end. And hopefully, when everything's said and done, we'll have a good basis of understanding why I'm going through these kind of measures. And yeah, it's like I said, I'm hoping that this kind of works out, but this is going to be kind of new. So we covered the required mods. Let's take a look at the map. This is what the map looks like. And if you think, holy cow, that's a lot of points of interest, you're right. And guess what? There's a lot more hiding beneath the surface. I will show you that later. So we start out with farmland, or no, I'm sorry. We start up here in the northeast corner of the map, right here, just overlooking all these beautiful countryside with the windmills just churning along. Oh my goodness. We start out with farmlands number 40, 43, 120, and 126. Farmland number 30 contains a field of chickpeas, and those are ready to harvest. 43 contains lentils, and those are ready to harvest. Farmland 120 is a field of pistachio trees that require a special piece of equipment to be able to harvest them, because they're actual trees, they're not like vines or anything like that. And farmland number 126, that is where the farm is located. You are able to purchase all areas of the map. Now, I will say right up front, right here is where the biogas plant is. It's one of the biogas plants. You can't click on it. If you can hear me clicking right there, you can't buy it traditionally. But when you buy the biogas plant itself, you then have the ability, it then purchases the land and the biogas plant all in one package. So it's a little bit different than how you would normally go about purchasing some of the other production points on this map, but it is what it is. You do have animals available to you. You can see here we have a chicken pasture right up at the beginning. Contracts are available. Production chains are available at the beginning. And we do have collectibles, 30 to be precise. There are mods specific to this map. If we take a look under the buy menu and come down to the mods and DLCs, we go to the right, the Old Farm Countryside. This here, you see a couple of these are just color palette changes, things like that. And this one's kind of an expansion of what can and can't be lifted with this particular bucket here. You got some mineral tanker that'll come into play later. You've got an olive picker here with that little New Holland symbol at the bottom. That's something we'll discuss later, as well as the Almond Pro here, which is basically the almond picker, or I'm sorry, basically the olive picker, but for almonds, because you have basically two versions of almonds. Ones that you can harvest similar to olives and grapes, and you have another one where you need the shaker machine that hooks onto a front loader, and it grabs a hold of trees and then just bounces them back and forth and catches them in this umbrella. And that requires another thing that we're going to discuss later. You've got the mercury here that requires either copper sulfate. It also has let's see, for liquid fertilizer and herbicide. You got another shaker for your pistachios. Some more color palettes. This here is the mineral palette, which you'll need for your animals. That's going to be discussed later. You have a cheese palette here. You got the spare parts. Now this is that symbol we saw earlier. So what you need for these is the product that you're going to harvest, plus the spare parts here will get you a yield bonus if you have that equipped. You got copper sulfate here. It basically works like another fertilizer. You've got hydraulic oil. That's the red droplets that we saw earlier in the shakers here. You can see that little red droplet there. Again, if you have that hydraulic oil, you will get a yield bonus using that. We've got vegetable seeds. That's a new thing. We've got plastic boxes right here. That's for the UHT milk that we'll show later on. You've got a wooden box here that will hold pistachios. Oh my goodness, there's just so much to go through. So much to go through in so little time. Now under the build menu, we go under sheds. You will see right here we got a whole bunch right there. You've got a bunch of sheds that can be placed around. Under silos, we got massive amounts here. We've got all these are silos that are unique to a specific fill type. And they are animated, which is really nice. Again, if you're familiar with the La Coronella, you should be familiar with these silos because they are all over the place on that one. Under silo extensions, we do have one here. Under containers, we do have a couple of containers here. Under tools, nothing there, and nothing under farmhouses. Under productions, holy smokes, do we got productions. Starting with these. No, I'm sorry, not with the interactive. With these, you've got the Ferty Master, Seed Master, Compost Master, Forage Master, Pig Food Master, and Feed Master, Cut Master. Oh my goodness, all these. So, Ferty Master, you can make solid fertilizer. The Seed Master, you can make seeds. Compost Master, you can make compost. You've got Forage Master for TMR, the Pig Food Master for pig food. Feed Master, this one's important because you need this for your animals. This makes a protein for your animals, and it will involve all of them, I think with the exception of your cows. I think the cows are the only exception to this. Cut Master makes cut sugar beets. You got the UHT milk production, pistachio oil production, Parmesan cheese, pallets. And this one is a huge one. Pallets are king on this map. And I will show you what I mean later on once we start going through some more of the productions. Under selling points, we do have some selling points there. Under greenhouses, we do have several available for mods specific to this map. Under orchards, we have the pistachios and almond trees, and generators, there's nothing there. Under animals, there's nothing under cows, horses, pigs, sheep, but under chickens, we do have a modded here, and you can see this takes the wheat, barley, and oats, as well as that mineral, that animal protein that's there. And all of the pens and pastures will take that. As you can see, that protein there. You got pig feed, that protein's there. Horses, protein's there. Cows are the only one that do not require that protein. There's nothing under bees and nothing under others. Decorations, there is nothing under this tab, and under landscaping, under painting, we do have a couple of additional painting swatches. Now, this is where things are going to get changed up. I'm going to teleport from place to place to place to show all the various buy and sell points for this map, and I think that's going to kind of give us that location and information that we need to be able to know where items are and where anything is needed, but at the same time we're not gonna just waste time driving kind of thing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to the first set of points of interest. I will meet you over there. Okay, so what we want is to start here. Now this is the grain elevator. This is a sell point, and then on the back side this is the supplies. These are the buy points, and you can see anytime you have kind of a point of interest on this map, for the most part, 99% of the time, you'll see these little signs here. They'll indicate what a point of interest is. So if you have a buy point, this is where you can come to buy chaff. This is where you can come to buy manure. You know, and just keep a lookout for these little signs because they're pretty much everywhere, and they will help you out a ton to identify what is what. Now let's move on to the next point of interest, which is down, is it here? No. Here it is. Yeah, because we're skipping production points at this point. We're just going straight places. Right here is the sugar company. This is a sell point. You can see they will take sugar beets, sugar cane, and sugar beet cut. Now, moving on to, let's see, down here, we have a gas station. I can just back up to give a good view of it. One thing I will do too is start giving these kind of overviews so you can see what the kind of area around it looks like. Now, let's see. This is the next area. Give a quick overview look of how this is. You can see that just there's so much detail, so much stuff going on. Right here is the Sale of Bales sell point. You can see it takes all the various types of sales, all the different types of bales. You have silage there, straw there, grass, and hay. All can be accepted here. Over here is a buy point. This is called the Mixed Rations buy point. You have a buy point for pig feed and a buy point for TMR right there. Over here is the animal dealer. Now, you can come to this location or any pens and pastures that you have installed onto the map. You can use the reticle that looks like this at those as well, and you can have your animals sent over to your pens and pastures for you. Now, doing it this way from here or the pens and pastures that are installed, you will incur a delivery fee, a little charge, and it's basically simulating the animal dealer taking it from this location and transporting it for you to the location you need them in. Now, you can avoid that fee by bringing a trailer, an animal trailer, here. You can load it and sorry, let me rewind a bit. You can bring an animal trailer to this location. Leased, owned, doesn't matter. Bring it here, load into that animal trailer, whatever animal you desire, take it back to the animal pen or pasture to be able to avoid that delivery fee. Now, that fee can be up to $100 per cow. It's like $300 per horse. So it can add up and get pretty expensive, especially if you have a really big pen or pasture. So, good way to avoid that cost. Now, over here, we have the Livestock the Countryside buy point. And you can see, you can buy corn, wheat, oats, and mineral feed. It can all be bought from here. Now, the next one that we're looking for is here, the Cooperative the Countryside. You can see here, this is a sell point. Take a look at it. Look at all the detail, all this stuff that's just going around, just around this one little sell point. Very, very nice. Now, the next one is, I believe, up here. Yes, the dairy plant. Another sell point. Oops. As you can see, just the yards are just incredible. Lots of detail on these. Next one is here, the Hill Distributor. You can see here, this is a potato buy point, or sell point, I should say, not a buy point. And let's zoom out here. This one's a little bit more empty, but that's okay because, I mean, it's still very nice. Now, something I didn't mention earlier. Let's check out this gate because it just dawned on me. Some of the gates that are around these businesses, around the shop, things like that, will have this. It's a time that the gates will open automatically for you, and they will open between the hours of 9 a.m. and 2100. So that's what, 9 o'clock p.m. So 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So it's got a good long time that it stays open for, but it will shut, so try not to get caught behind it. I can't tell you the number of times that's happened to me. I go up to the shop or something, try to buy some stuff really late at night, and all of a sudden, boom, gates shut, and then I had to sit overnight with whatever I was trying to get. So it happens. Next is a gas station. As you can see, very nice. Moving on from there is this. Oops. We have a lime station. This is a buy point for lime, as you can see. Again, the little sign here that denotes. And then right next door is the distribution center. This is another buy point. You have for a sell point for wool as well as cotton. You have over here another sell point for additional stuff. Let's see. Over here you have another sell point. Looks like for grapes and some other things. What's this? Looks like olives. And is that almonds maybe? Now this is one of those where, like I said, most of the time there's signs, but this one doesn't have it. Not sure why, just not there. Now let's move on to the gas station here. And now we're going to the main shop right here. Shop trigger right here, as you can see. Repair trigger, well, wardrobe for some reason is right here. Repair trigger right here. And a biomethane station is right there, which is nice. And now, actually here, and you can see there's the gas station that we were just at. This is the main shop area right here. Let's see. Now we continue to head down south here to the farmers market. Right in the middle of town. Lots going on around here. Very busy. Next is over here at the restaurant. And I'm standing right on the sell point, as you can see. Again, you got a little gate that'll let you in and out. And now, the starting farm. We're going to go right here. Now, there are productions here at the starting farm. I will go through those productions and kind of give a little deeper dive as to what's here. But before I do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting equipment. If we go under the buy menu, under owned items, under small tractors, we have a New Holland T6 155, medium tractors, a New Holland T7 275 HD, and a John Deere 7810, large tractors, a New Holland T8 380 Genesis, harvesters, a New Holland CH 770, telehandlers, a Ferguson 626 Classic, cars, a Mahindra Retriever, trailers, we have the Crampy Big Body 750S as well as the Lizard Roll 3600, header for our harvester. Here we have a Hardy Mercury 4000L Pro. This is only meant to be used for the trees, the pistachio and almond trees. We have a stone picker, the Elho Scorpio 550. Under front loaders, we have a Hauer XB190 and XB150. Under front loader tools, we have the Albert Bale King, a universal bucket and pallet fork. Under telehandler tools, we have the Magsy universal bucket. Low loaders, we have the Premier Transport Wagon TP500S. Under header trailers, we have a Nardi N40BX for our header. Under weights, we have the 10-winkle pack 1500, as well as the John Deere pickup 1150, and a 10-winkle pack 1000. And then lastly, under miscellaneous, we have a Lizard MKS 13 LC edit. You can see this one's been edited to take all the new types of oils and methanes and sulfates and hydraulic oil, so on and so forth, all the different stuff that's available. And then you have the pistachio picker, because you do have a pistachio field at your disposal. So here at the starting farm, starting out right here with the Seedmaster. If we go into this, if I can click, there we go. Seedmaster, if you take barley and slurry, you will get seeds. Pretty nice little recipe there. Not too bad. You put in right here. You've got another input right up top there, and output right there. Now, these I really, really like. These are silos. So just got a bit of storage right here. You can put equipment here if you want. But this is the almond warehouse, or aka the almond silo. So you can put into the silo here, take out right over here. And what's cool is that this is animated. So as you put more and more product in, you'll start to see piles forming here. And then this is just a belt system that will take from the pile and then chuck it out into a trailer, whatever the case may be. Over here you have an olive warehouse, aka olive silo. Over here we have the feed master. Now this is important if you're going to do animals. The reason it's important is because almost all animals require this. This is a protein for your animals. So it requires barley, cut sugar beets, minerals, which you can buy the minerals, and water. And all of that will create the animal protein. Again, this is a must. I shouldn't say it's a must. Let me rephrase that. If you want to be able to get full use out of all your animals, full production from your animals, you have to have this. Otherwise, you're going to have a reduced amount. Now, here is an input. Up top is a separate input. So here is where you put in your liquids, I believe. Here is where you put in your solids. And over here is the output. Now, over in this direction, let me make sure I don't miss anything. Feedmaster methane, yes. Here, metano. This is a methane storage. So methane silo, as you can see. Over here, let's see, down around the corner, this is a stone warehouse. This is where you can store stones, which is really nice. Over here, let's see, right here you have your farm silo. Very nice. And you have a bunch of product already in here. Almost 10,000 liters of all these products. Wheat, canola, barley, sorghum, soybeans, corn. Very nice. Your input for the silo is there. Output is over here. Around the side here, you have a diesel tank. So you had the methane one that we saw first. This one's the diesel. Here we have a sleep trigger and a wardrobe trigger. Now here is the chicken pasture. Now, this is going to be where I show an example. So first off, let's go ahead and throw a chicken in there. Just one. Doesn't have to be a ton. You can see them running around there. Now, you see the sign here? Corral de Pollos. Chicken corral. You need, for 100% efficiency, or not efficiency, but 100% production, you need the grains, which includes wheat, oats, or sorghum, one of those three, and the animal protein right here. So 70 plus 30, 100%. Now if we look here, animals, we have one chicken, total requirements, grain 70%, protein 30% to give you the 100% for their productivity. So that's how that works. And all the other ones are going to be very similar with the exception of cows. Cows are the closest thing you're going to get to similar to base. Right here you have a manure warehouse, aka manure silo, and a slurry silo. So you got solid manure and liquid manure right here. This way. Over here, I believe this is the seed master. No, Ferty master, sorry. And right there. And you can see you take manure and digestate and you make solid fertilizer. Liquids here, solids up here for your inputs and your output right there. Over here we have, let's see, the pistachio warehouse is right here. And here you have the liquids tank, so it's a liquid silo. Whew, okay, so that's everything here at the farm. That's kind of base intro to this map. We're going to get even deeper here in a little while. Down here is our next point of interest, and I just want to make sure I click on the, yes, right here. So right here, again, is another sale of bales. You can see, again, all the symbols. Takes silage, takes hay, grass, grass, and straw. Then I think we'll go around this side here. We have, nope, I went the wrong way. Let's go this way. Gotta follow my notes. Over here is the supplies buy point for seeds and for fertilizer. Let's see. This is a lime station, lime buy point. And this is a liquids buy point for liquid fertilizer and liquid, no, I'm sorry, for herbicide. And now we're going to go to the next one, which I believe is over here. Yes, South Distribution Center. You can see that's right here. So you have a sell point here, another sell point here. This one looks like for wool as well as cotton. And over here you have grapes, olives, and almonds. And now we head over here to the South Cooperative, which is right here, the sell point there. Again, so much detail on these buildings, so much to see. It's very, very nice. This map is amazing. Let's see. Next one is, I believe, up here. Come on, there we go. Nope, that's not it. That's not the next one. It's up here. Here it is. This is the pallet factory, but this is the sell point for the pallet factory. There's a production for the pallet factory. Again, go into that here in a little while. But items in there and sell wood trigger right there. Over here is the Fertinella, and this is a sell point for manure and sell point for slurry right over here. Very nice indeed. Next is up here, before we start changing gears, the North Cooperative. And again, right there is a sell point. And again, just lots going on here, lots of detail, very, very nice. Alright, so at this point, what I need to do is switch gears to productions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy everything that's needed. And then go through a very large list. And then one at a time, go through and show you where all those things are, what they do, and how they work. So let me cut out, and I'll cut back in as soon as everything's taken care of. Alright, so I am back here at the kind of starting point for this map, back at the windmills, the pretty site here. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and just share a very long list. This is going to be a lot of information, but I will go through one at a time afterwards and kind of show you all the productions, what they do, how they feed into each other. It's very, very important. So, starting with farmland number 74, if you purchase, oh, that's something else. All of these, let's take a look at the map before I get into all that. Now this is what the map looks like after everything is purchased. This map just went from very busy before to levels of insanity that I can't even describe. Like, just all those points of interest. It's just crazy the amount of stuff here. But in order to purchase the production points, normally you'd go walking up to this symbol, the little wrench there at each of the sites, and click on it, buy it, you're good to go. Well, this you have to purchase, for the most part, the land that it resides on in order to then buy the production point that resides on it. Once you buy the land, it will then appear with the production point, as you can see there. So before, this land number 97 wasn't showing anything. Once I purchased it, now it shows the spinnery and various other ones. The only exception to that is things like the biogas plant, where it does show the wrench. You have to buy it from the wrench, and then it buys the land with it. So just a little kind of note there. So make sure that you're well aware of that for now. So, as I was saying, this is the list, starting with farmland number 74. That you can purchase that for $45,265, and that is the packing factory. Farmland number 75, you can purchase for $75,118. That is the Butter Production and Production Center. Now, the butter production is not your normal butter like what we're used to. It's actually producing different types of margarine. But again, I'll go through that later. And the production center is making things like jellies, jams, and fruit drinks kind of deal. Farmland number 78, you can purchase for $28,028, and that is the dairy. Farmland number 80, you can purchase for $76,121, that is the oil press. Farmland number 83, you can be purchased for $42,651. That is the pallet factory, and that one is important. Again, farmland number 83, super, super, super important. Pallet factory. You'll see why later. Farmland number 84, $37,118. That is the rapeseed oil production. Farmland 85, that is the purchase price of $33,896. That is the grain mill. 86, that is $40,401, and that is the almond oil production. 87, that is $83,265. That is the sunflower oil production. 88 is $43,867. That is the corn oil production. The Farmland 89 is for $45,052. That is the production center where you can produce pellets. Not pallets, pellets with an E. Number 90 is $38,842. That is the sugar mill. Farmland number 91, that is $31,007. That's a paper factory. Farmland 92, that is $41,344. That is the carpentry. Farmland number 93, that is $46,542. That is the cereal factory. Farmland 94, that is $37,908. That's the French fry production. Farmland number 97, that is the at the price of $38,243. That is the spinnery. Farmland 98, that is for $58,337. That is the watermelon, melon, strawberry, lettuce, tomato greenhouses. Farmland number 99, that is $13,345. That is the UHT milk production. Farmland 100 is at the asking price of $10,852. That is the fabric confections, but this one's a little different. This one you can just purchase like the biogas plant, the production point itself at the wrench, and that's only $50,000. So you do not have to buy the land for this one. So again, Farmland number 100, you do not have to buy the land, you just buy the production. Farmland 101, similar to the last one, the land is $7,296, but that is the bakery, which can be purchased for $50,000. Again, do not have to purchase Farmland 101 to have access to purchase the bakery, but you can purchase them separately and be able to edit the land if you want to. Farmland 102 for $109,440. That is the sawmill, but that's just the land. That's not the production of the sawmill. Again, you can just buy the sawmill for $50,000. You do not have to buy the land. Farmland 104 for $16,598. That is the Parmesan cheese production. Farmland 105 for $17,449. Pistachio oil productions. Farmland 117 for $25,764. That is the processed lime production. Farmland 118, that is $34,922. That is the red lettuce garden. Farmland 119, that is for $29,982. That is the melon orchard. Farmland number 121, that is $61,864. That is a horse barn, and I will show you how to feed the animals once we get to that part. Farmland 122, that is for $67,336. That is the pig barn. Farmland 123, that is $124,032. That's a sheep barn. Farmland 124 is $86,868. That is the dairy sheep, which is a separate animal type than the normal sheep that we're used to seeing. So there's two different types of sheep on this map. Farmland 125, that is $256,082. That is the cow barn with feeding robot. Farmland 127 is, brace yourself, $29,122,288. That is the periphery. That is kind of all the catch-all for the remainder of the map. It has a lot of the shops and sell points and things like that. And then near Farmland number 96, that is the biogas plant on the east side. That is $250,000, and it will produce methane and digestate. Now there is a second biogas plant, which for some reason I'm not seeing in my list. Why do I not see it? It is located over here, I believe. Yes. So near Farmland number 82 is the secondary biogas plant, and this one again also does the same exact thing as the last one. It produces methane and digestate. So now that we've seen all this, we see these, we know what they're capable of. Well, we don't know what they're capable of yet, I should say that. We see where they're all located. Lots of dots, lots of things to go through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to visit, using this screen, each one of these sites, and I can show you all the different recipes, all the things that are available, so we can kind of get all the details. So we saw these three here. These are at our starting farm. Let's start with the dairy. Now, as we can see here, how do I want to do this? Let's go. No, I need this. Okay. So we can see the map on the bottom left-hand corner. The coordinates will be there. We're at 982 by 143. You know what? Let's just make this large. That's fine. So you can see we're up in the northern portion of the map. If we take a look, milk plus pallets equals butter. Milk plus pallets equals cheese. Milk plus sugar plus pallet equals chocolate. And dairy milk, that's a different one. Sheep's milk plus pallets equals sheep's cheese. So two different types of cheeses can be made using different types of milk. Now let's go to this next one here, and you can see we are towards the the western portion of the map. You might be able to see my reticle spinning right there, just south of field 19. And we take a look at the olive oil press. This is the oil press here. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to the last one. I just want to show something real quick. So let's minimize this. Again, you've got signs that'll tell you where to put in all the various products. So you got milk in here. You've got sugar in over here. Let's see. Let's look for more. Over here. Wait a minute. That was the... Sorry, that's the selling portion of... No. No. That's odd. Alright, so there's the trigger for it. This is the milk portion of the production. You got sugar input there. You've got all the outputs. They'll spawn right here, all the various types. Let's see. See, this is what I wanted to avoid, is kind of this wandering around aimlessly. But just keep a lookout for all these symbols and whatnot. You will find them, and their various inputs and outputs at all these sites. I, again, cannot... Oh, here's the pallets for the inputs. So, yeah. We're not going to be able to spend a lot of time on the inputs and outputs. You will have to find those for the most part, because we're just really lacking in time. But let's go back to the olive press, and as you can see here, Okay, so here you can see we put in olives and water and we get olive oil and olive leaves. That's a new product type right there that we can sell off as a kind of byproduct down the line. We've got our first biogas plant right here. Let's see which one this is. This is the one off to the west side of the map. And as you can see, this one will produce methane and digestate from just these are basic biogas plants. We're used to these. We're not these ones are not out of the ordinary here. Now this is the other biogas plant. This is the one out in the west, and you can see I'm just north of field 27 there. And this one again is going to produce methane and digestate. We're not seeing anything weird for these ones. Processed lime. This one, where am I? Okay, just south of field 14 there. And you can see 10 stones in, 9 lime out. Now, pallets. Again, this is critical. Critical, because anything that is solid productions, and what I mean by solids is non-liquids. You know, so non-oils, non-liquid productions, those will require pallets. Now let's go there. Now this one I'm going to spend a little bit more detail on because of how critical this one is. The input for your logs is right there with the wood cell trigger right there. You've got wood chips out right here, as you can see by this symbol. You have your pallets being produced right here, and over here in this corner is the trigger for the production right here. Now we take a look. 6 trees in, 3 pallets out, plus 2 wood chips. So it's going to make a fair bit, and pallets do go a long way. You don't use a ton of pallets, but you do need them. Oh, wait a minute. Apparently this map is slightly different than from La Cornella because... Oh, no, wait. These are the packaged ones. Okay, so this is slightly different. So the packing factories comes as a downstream to your oil factories. So you have your sunflower oils, canola oils, olive oil, corn, and almond oils. All those individual oils. But you can bring them to all those oils to this location, the packing factory here, as you can see. Bring them here, and then it makes packaged sunflower oil, packaged canned rapeseed oil, bottled olive oil, packaged corn oil, and packaged almond oil. So it's just one further step down the chain that will give you just a little bit extra money rather than the raw oils themselves. Now you can see here's a good example of canola oil. So you're putting in canola and you're making canola oil. We're used to canola oil, not that symbol, but we're used to it. But then you would take the canola oil to the packing factory to make the bottled, or they call it, no, they do call it canola oil. And I think it's bottled or canned rapeseed oil is down here is what you produce from that. So let's see. Now at the grain mill, we'll go here. And as you can see, wheat plus pallets equals flour. So all these, we're kind of used to the concept here, but you're always going to require pallets. Always requiring pallets. It's just inevitable that you need pallets. That's why it's so important that you start out with the pallet factory and you start doing what you have to do there. But wheat, barley, oats, sorghum, corn, and almonds plus pallets equals flour. Almond oil, let's go here. Back up a little ways. Almonds in, almond oil out. Pellets, you can see here, wood chips and pallets equals pellets. And that is right here. Oh, you know what? I didn't show where the almond factory was. I took that away. That is, where am I here? Oh, there I am. I'm just to the west of field 11. And now pellets, we are, where am I here? Why can't I see the symbol? I am just not seeing where I'm standing. Where am I on this map? Oh, there I am, north of 36. That's where I'm at here. Okay. Now, sunflower oil, again, let's turn around. Again, you have your sunflower in, you've got your sunflower oil out over here, and this is located just to the west of fields 58 and 59, as you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner, and 11 sunflowers in, 10 sunflower oil out. Corn oil, same thing here, and this is located to the west, so just east. I'm sorry, to the east, just west of field 37. Ay, words are difficult tonight. Sugar mill. You got, again, typical. We're used to part of this sugar beets, cut sugar beets, and sugar cane. We're used to that to make sugar, but it's the addition of pallets that make this, different. And you can see recipe as follows. And let's go there and check out what this looks like. Right here, very nice. We got the paper factory. Let's scroll down so we can see everything. Paper factory is, let's see, where am I here? Oh, I'm to the east of field number 4 and to the west of 6. So I'm kind of in between all those 4, 6, 9, and 10. Let's see. In this one, we take trees, cotton, water, and pallets to make paper, and just a similar but different kind of recipe for paperboard. I think that's supposed to be cardboard. Carpentry is right here, and as you can see, actually, where are we located here? Down in the southeast, just east of field 47. We can make furniture and wooden boxes. So we take planks in and pallets in for either furniture or boards plus wood chips. I'm sorry, boxes. Furniture plus wooden boxes. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. All right. Cereal factory is down there in the south to the east of field 46. If we back out just a little ways, this one does have a new production as well. As you can see, we can make cereal with honey, raisins, oats, corn, and pallets to make cereal, but we also have chocolate cereal. Very similar recipe, but the addition of chocolate, so that's cool. And that was located, east of 46. French fry production, which is to east of field number 25. And we can see this is what this looks like. And you can see potatoes plus pallets plus sunflower oil gives you chips. That's cool. This one is a spinnery that's all the way up in the northeast, east of field 7. And that is wool and pallets makes fabric, or cotton and pallet makes fabric. Now continuing to the production center, that is south of field 10, right there. And this will produce either strawberry jelly, tomato drink, strawberry milkshake, chocolate milkshake, or watermelon and melon smoothies. As you can see, all these recipes vary. Looks like you got strawberries, sugar, and pallets, tomatoes, sugar, and pallets, tomatoes, bread, olive oil, and pallets will make tomato drink. You've got strawberry milk and pallets makes strawberry milkshake. You've got chocolate and milk and pallets for chocolate milkshake, and you got watermelons, melons, milk, and pallets for the watermelon and melon smoothie. Here is the butter production. Again, this one's the different one. It says it's butter, but it's actually margarine. And this is located, let's see, where am I on this map? There I am, south of field 10. So I was right over here at the production center, but now I'm here at the butter production right here. Now this one, again, if you have sunflower oil, olive oil, corn oil, or almond oil plus pallets, you make margarine. Next one we have is the bakery. That is located just in town to the west of the farm and field 30. As you can see here, we back off just a little bit. We can make bread, cake, and or donuts, and the recipes all require pallets. That's why pallets are so important on this map. It is hugely important. We're used to most of this recipe. It's just the addition of pallets that is a big thing. We got the fabric confections, which is right next to the bakery, as you can see right here. And what we need here is fabric plus pallets equals clothes. Now we have the melon orchard. Now this one is a little bit different. This one is located down in the south of field 54. Now check this out. You've got your pallet input here. I do want to go through this one because this has a little bit of extra stuff. Over here you have the manure input. Vegetable seeds. Vegetable seeds you purchase from the buy menu. Here, if we go into here and we scroll right here, vegetable seeds. Right there is where you purchase them. $210 per pallet, 420 liters per pallet. Water is here, and that recipe will give you melons. Now you got a similar thing with your red lettuce, your tomatoes, and all these are located here. You can see all these are kind of clustered in together. Or no, wait. Sorry, the red lettuce is on its own. Where is that one? That's north of field 14 right there. And again, similar recipe and similar locations. Now, this is the one I thought I was on. This is kind of the garden center down there in the south of field 53. And again, you've got various inputs. You got water here. You've got, for your tomatoes, you got your manure right there. And where is the seeds? Pallets are right there. And somewhere is seeds. Where is the seeds? Again, you got manure here. Oh wait, here we go. Seeds and pallets. Seeds and pallets are right there. I feel like I'm missing. Seed and pallets, seed and pallets. So there's 4. Sorry, give me a second, because one, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's 5 here. Okay, here's seed and pallets right there for the tomatoes. These are seed and pallets for these 2 here. You got the lettuce and strawberries. And then seed and pallets over here for these 2. You got melons and you've got the watermelons here. So yeah, that's what we were looking for. Let's see. So you can see all the recipes are very similar. They just have, actually they have the same exact output. So all of them are exactly the same. It just depends on where you're going to put in the various elements. UHT milk production. Let's go in there. This is one of the interactive ones. So you walk in here, you put in right there. You can turn it on here and you can see 5.25 liters of milk in gives you 4.6 liters of UHT milk out. So that is that, and this is located, where am I here? Oh, just east of field 8 is where I'm located now. Now we've got pistachio oil. That is south of field 17 there in the west, and similar to the last one, you put in right here. You got your trigger right there. You got pistachios in, pistachio oil out. And then last, but certainly not least, this is the Parmesan factory. Where is this one located? Down in the southwest corner, just east of 51. And similar to the last one, you have your input here. 24 milk in for 2.1 liter of Parmesan out. So this is a huge reduction. So hopefully this is a pretty big increase. Now a couple other things I want to show. If we go here and look under the crops, We do have chickpeas, lentils, almonds, and pistachios. Those are all unique to this map. And then if we look at the prices, check out all the various different products. So starting here, we have sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil. Those are unique to this map. But we do have various iterations of those, but it's specific to this map, those versions of it. And then here under stones, we have chickpeas, lentils, almonds, pistachios, olive leaves, sheep milk, UHT milk, vegetable seeds, sheep cheese, melons, watermelon, pallets, corn oil, almonds oil, pistachio oil, packaged sunflower oil, canned rapeseed oil, bottled olive oil, packaged corn oil, packaged almond oil, paperboard, biogas, which I don't recall actually seeing anywhere on either of the biogas plants, so I'm confused by this one. Donuts, wooden boxes, chocolate cereal, tomato jelly, tomato drink, strawberry milkshake, chocolate milkshake, watermelon and melon smoothie, margarine, pellets, chips, red lettuce, compost, proteins for animals, copper sulfate, artisan bread, which again, I don't recall seeing that anywhere. Strawberry yogurt, tomato juice, ketchup, soy drink, Parmesan. I mean, there's several of these that I don't know where they're at. I mean, there's just so many different productions that I quite likely missed something somewhere. But for the life of me, I don't know where. I just do not know where these would be, because I thought I had bought all the lands available. I don't think I'm missing anything. If I buy this here, I think that's just the biogas plant for the use of, oh, don't tell me, the use of the bunker silos. That's it. Yeah, no, it just, I'm not seeing where else those items could be. Now, what else we need? Oh, we need to go through the animals. Okay, those are, so we looked at the chickens already. Over here, let's start here at the horse barn. I already bought a horse, brought it in. Now we can see one horse. Feed goes in here, water over here, and let's take a look right actually here. No, let's start here at the sheep barn. We'll come back to the horse because it would just, oh no, I can't teleport to them. Never mind. So horses. Sorry, I'm all over the place. There's so much going on here. To buy the horses, which actually no, I already went through that. So under animals, you can see base food, which is the, I believe it's oats. Let's see. There we go, horses. Oats, sorghum are the base food. Then you have hay, so that gets you 80%, plus the animal protein, that's 20%. That gives you the full 100%. Next is the map here. Let's look down here at the pigsty. So, are we already in it? Okay, so that is right here. Your feed goes in here, and your slurry out there at that pipe there. Now, if we go back here and take a look at the pigs, right there, base food plus protein plus root crop. So what is that? Let's take a look here under animals, under pigs. You can see base food, that is the pig feed. You have to have pig feed plus the animal protein plus potatoes or sugar beets. One of those. So you need those. And if we go back, base food again, that's the pig feed. That's only getting you 65% of the way there. Protein, that's 25%. So you're talking, what is that, 90%? Plus root crops, that's your 100%. You need all three of those elements to have 100% capacity, or not capacity, productivity. So their production of slurry, and if you have a manure heap, you can add later to get manure. Next is over here. This is the sheep barn. This is the normal sheep barn that we're used to seeing. Again, feed goes in here. I believe wool is right there. And let's take a look that is here. Again, 80% is covered by grass. I think it's grass or hay. Let's take a look. Animals, sheep. Yes, grass or hay, and then 20% is covered by the animal protein. So far, all the animals we've seen so far, the normal sheep, the pigs, and the horses all need that animal protein. All of them. Next is right here, the dairy sheep barn. Now again, hop over here. Same thing, feed here, and spawning for the dairy sheep is right there. Oh, you got water over here as well. So let's see, under animals, under dairy sheep, same thing, grass or hay, plus animal protein, they produce milk. So just instead of wool like you would get up here, you get milk. And it's a different kind of milk. It's not like the traditional cow's milk kind of thing. And then lastly, for the animals on this map, if we take a look over here, this is the cow barn with feeding robot. So we're used to seeing this. Milk comes out here, straw in here. We have a feed point right there. And over here, slurry output. And you know what? I haven't been going over the size of the barns and pastures. So 440 cows can fit here. I'll go back through and show those real fast. But if we take a look for the cows, look at that. TMR 100%. They act exactly the same as what you're used to. So don't worry about your cows. You don't need to worry about them. But if we come over here, up to this kind of side road, just over here, this is where your feeding robot's located. So mineral feed, you can see, goes right there. Silage, straw, hay. Those three things will make your animal robot do their thing, and you'll be good to go. So now, let's go back to the various other pens and pastures. I can show you capacities. Dairy sheep right here, 320. We've got the sheep barn. Looks like it's behind me. Again, another 320. Pigs. Can have 320 of those. And horses, I think, was 16. 14. And then chickens, which is right here, 120. So, long story short, and I have been recording now for over an hour. I don't think the final product is going to be an hour, but we're cutting it very close. So, tons and tons and tons of information to go over in this particular map tour. We have covered it all. Again, a lot of things are kind of tucked away in various different ways. Let's take a look at some of these productions because these are kind of important. The Ferty Master we've gone over, the Seed Master we've gone over, Compost Master. You have in straw and digestate, and you get out compost. So that's how you make compost for this map. Forage Master, we've discussed that. Pig Food Master, you have inputs of sunflower, water, potatoes, and corn. You get pig food out. Feed Master, this is the animal protein. This one's important if you're doing animals. And we've gone through this one. Barley, water, the mineral feed there, and cut sugar beets. Again, the mineral can be purchased at the shop. You've got the Cut Master, which is just a sugar beet cutter. It's sugar beets plus water equals cut sugar beets. And that is pretty much it for the productions, I do believe. Oh, this is the artisan bread. So these ones are just not loaded onto the map, I don't think. Tomato juice production. Okay, so yeah, these are the missing ones I was talking about earlier that I didn't know where they were. Ketchup production, soy drink production. So it looks like, let's go through this one. So you got flour plus a different symbol. What are those symbols? I don't know what those are. Tomato juice. This one's yogurt. Huh. So this one, what is that symbol? Alright, well, I'm here at the starting farm, so let's go ahead and put down some of these. Let's check it out, and then we can actually see what they are. Let's see, let's start with this one. I'm not necessarily concerned to how they look, I just want them to place so I can see all the symbols. Okay. So you can see I just kind of slapped them all together just so I can come here. Okay. Artisan bread. So, oh, geez. Flour plus sticks plus mineral water. Where do I get sticks and mineral water? Is that under the buy point? Oh, stick cage. Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, so this is where you buy those things. These are all under the interactives. Okay, mineral water here. Okay, okay, so that makes more sense. That's okay. Whew. Okay, that makes me happy. That makes more sense. All right, so let's go back. So flour plus sticks plus mineral water equals artisan bread. You got tomato juice. Tomatoes plus mineral water equals tomato juice. Ketchup is tomatoes plus sugar equals ketchup. This is soy drink is soybeans plus mineral water equals soy drink. And we have finally strawberry yogurt, which is milk plus strawberries plus sugar equals strawberry yogurt. Very nice, very nice. I'm glad I figured that out because I was starting to panic. But that is the map. Now I am going to render my opinion, and I'm going to give a different opinion. I've given everything's different in this map because of time and because of so many different reasons. I'm going to give a different style of my opinion. Normally I do the 0-5 scale. Well, I'm going to give you it in two parts. Part 1 for beginners. 0-5 scale, this is a flat 0 for beginners. Anybody who's new to Farm Sim, this is way too much of a learning curve. Way too much. There's so many things that just feed into other things that just... It's not just straightforward kind of stuff. But for the seasoned player, the people who have played this game year in and year out, or even just played this for enough time to where they got a very good understanding of the mechanics, where to look for things, where to find other things, this is a 5 out of 5. I would go even beyond that, like 20 out of 5, 100 out of 5. Let's go into the ridiculous. Let's go a million out of 5. I adore this map personally. I think that this is an excellent example of what a map can be when you put in the time and the effort to just create something different. And this is the same feeling that I got on La Coronella I get here. I love La Coronella. I think it's an amazing map. And let's go ahead and hop in the tractor while I continue to crow about this. But this map is just absolutely stunning. It's got so much going on for it. So many different features beyond just what we talked about already. There are just the landscaping, the topography, there's the color palette. There's just so much stuff that's going on this map. Like, let's kind of just start driving around and we can take a look at things. The production chains are just insane. Just absolutely love how this map utilizes just so many new features, so many different things that are going on. It uses some things that are not that intuitive if you're just kind of coming on just to play kind of thing, or like I was saying before, if you're just new to the game. There's a lot of things that aren't intuitive that you would have to kind of really do your research, buckle down, ask questions, whatever the case may be. But if you're willing to put in the research, you're willing to put in the time, this is just a fantastic example of a map. Um, yeah, I just cannot say enough good things about this map. Um, it uses a lot of base in-game production points, the skins of them, I mean, but it dresses them up in a way to make them unique and, kind of their own thing. So it's just one of those. I absolutely love how like the areas are set up, the shops, the production points. You can see that's the base game production point right there, and you can see a replica copy over there, but that's the selling station over there. This is the production point. So you've got just all sorts of different stuff going on. But again, the landscaping, the topography, the color palette, the fields are shaped in just a way to where they're not squared, but they're not like really kind of off the walls, kind of crazy in shapes. So you'll be able to still hire workers after a couple of rounds of a headland. Um, what else? You've got the starting farm. It's you know built up enough to where you've got so many different options, but it's kind of toned back enough to where you still have room to grow, which I really like. Um, what else? Yeah, just so much that this map has going for it. That I'm just really happy that this map is out, and yeah, this is just an excellent, like I said, an excellent example of what can be done in the world of Farming Simulator 22. ER Shaba has always been known for making maps that just pushes the boundaries of what the games can do. They've done it in FS19. I've never played FS17, so I can't speak to that. But yeah, the maps that I remember ER Shaba making for FS19 and so far for FS22 have always had that just next level effort put into them. And yeah, greatly appreciate them doing this, them making this map in particular, making La Coronella and others that they've been involved in as well. I think there's at least one or two other ones that they have their name tagged to. But yeah, just long story short, love this map. Give it a try, check it out, do some research if you're kind of on the fence on whether or not to play this map. Although it does seem to be a bit intimidating because of all the new things, all the various kind of components that are available on this map. I tell you that if you come at this with kind of an inquisitive mind, you will walk away from it very, very happy that you put in the time, because there's just so much that can be done. So yeah, all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this map tour, and I hope you enjoyed the new style of it. And this is only going to be for this map here because of, again, time restraints and all that. Just had to do something to kind of whittle down the time. But I hope you enjoyed this map tour. I hope you enjoyed this kind of new version. If you did, and if you found it informative enough, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.